Okay, so we're using Falcon here, and what I'm doing is I just navigated to a place on my hard drive. This is in Pro Tools. And I've got some samples over here. I just grab this and drag it in. Stop playing. And I'm going to put this on some keys here. I just grab down here and adjust it to my key zones. Put my root note where I want it to be. Come on. Okay, hold on, the root note. Here, I'll just grab it and move it like that. There we go. You can hear if I play it. Right, if you're making drum and bass or something like that, you know, here's how they did it back in the day, was they just took it and pitched it up. Right, so like that. But we're gonna take it and just use it down here. We can see this has the tempo in the name, 88. So I can go ahead and put my tempo in here. Let me just drag this down here, get out of the way a little bit. And what I'm going to do, so we're going to adjust this, make a little 2-bar loop here. There we go, there's that. Let's go ahead and put a click track in here and change this to 88. Whoa, I have so many things over here. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. I don't need my time code or my samples or my meter because it's always going to, there we go, cool. Okay, so I'm just going to change this to 88. There we go. Sweet. And I'm going to turn on my input quantize. So it's just automatically going to be quantizing for me. All right, cool. So just going to, cool. All right, got that there. Boom, boom. Sweet. So if I wanted to like edit this, I need to go in here, and I forget exactly how we zoom in on it. Hold on. Zoom, there we go. Zoom to start. Here's my tools. I don't use this thing that much. So and the reason why I want to zoom like that is because to me it feels like, yeah, there's like a bunch of dead space here in the beginning. There's like all this dead space here. So I just want to drag this over and get rid of that dead space. There we go. There's my start, there's my start. Zoom in a little bit more. And just keep dragging it over, I guess. And this is what I mean by like really, you know, with any kind of new thing, you have to learn how to use it. And I know how to, just this zoom thing is throwing me off here. Come on, I don't even, and it won't just like slide for me. Oh, that's annoying. Well, if anybody knows where the zoom is on here, now's the time to tell me. And this is like what really, like, should just be like more user-friendly stuff. Like you shouldn't have to figure out how to zoom, because if I drag this one here, it's going to be too much. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, it's making me annoyed. So that there's not like a zoom button in here. I don't see where it is. So anyway, I'm sure there's like an easy thing that I'm just missing. It's like a toolbar or something like that. Where's my tools? No, right here. Do I right click? See like a zoom tool? I don't see it. Anyway, so that's good enough. So I got that there. Now, if I wanted to go ahead and chop this up a little bit, and chopping it up, because this is a pretty long sample. So what I'm going to do here is, actually, I'm not going to crop it because I don't know if this is destructive or not. But if I could zoom, I would chop this up a little bit easier because it's just a very long sample. It's a bit long. It's like a 4-bar loop or something like that. So what I can do, though, is I can chop this. Let's right-click on it. Let's duplicate it and move it over. And now I've got this one here. I'm just going to go ahead and drag this to this note. So the key group is just on this one note right here. And I'm going to take this one, drag my root note down, and assign this to a different key group here. Cool. So the thing is, what I want to do make that long like that. Come on. And with this one, I'm going to have it be a different part of the loop. So I'm going to go ahead and move this up a note. And I'm going to have it start a different part. Let's have it start right over here with the snare drum. Right? And I'm going to play that in a little bit differently. Let's go ahead and bring up my MIDI merge. All right, cool. So we'll MIDI merge that on top of it. Awesome. Cool. Right? And if I want all these to be longer and smooth into each other, what I can do is just remember in Pro Tools we had the legato mode. So I'm just going to go ahead and change my duration and make it legato, set all to legato, 0 overlap, hit apply. There we go. And that's some basic editing in here. And if I wanted to loop it, you can turn loops on. You got all that different stuff. It's really basic what I just showed you, but really what you need to do is you need to just kind of go in and explore the manual. And I've got another video up, I think, that dives a little bit more in depth into it. But really it would just be for kind of exploring Falcon and seeing how samplers work. I highly advise you to get Contact and use that because it works really, really well. And it's, like I said, it's the industry standard. Can you drag the timeline on the top? In here, you mean? No, it's not allowing me to click on that at all. So, I mean, I'm sure I can figure it out here if I like, I'd have to dive into the manual a little bit and see. And then I'm sure it's like a really easy thing. Like you can just like highlight, maybe you can just highlight a part of it and like zoom that, right click, zoom, play selection. Yeah, I don't know, because if I zoom all the way into the start, it's a little bit too close. I just want to zoom out a little bit. Yeah. So what is cool about this sampler is that it does have more than just sampling in it. It's got granular sampling and stuff like that. You can do some really neat stuff with it, but it's like really, really far. It's like really, really advanced stuff. So just stick with the basics with it. I can adjust my pitch here. I can adjust my tuning, my fine tuning. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it doesn't allow me to move anything. I can't drag it around. I can just move the beginning part like this. But it doesn't let, like now I can't drag it and I can't scroll. I can just scroll with this down here, but the problem is it's too, like it doesn't let me find that start point. Highly annoying. Anyway, Zoom out. There you go. Yeah. So that's like a basics of Falcon. Like drag a sample in. You can adjust the key zones here. You can put different samples in different key zones. You can map it to different things. You can adjust your root node down here. You do have a little envelope down here in the bottom. Remember your envelopes, like we talked about last week with synthesis. It's the same with samplers. They use the same envelopes. You've got LFOs you can use. You've got ADSR envelopes. So yeah, that's basically it. Let me go ahead and stop that.